We'll now convene this December 4th meeting of the Centreville Town Council. We'll start as we always do with the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, next up is agenda review. Are there any additions or changes to the agenda? None? Okay, next we have review of minutes from past meetings, and we have the minutes from the November 20th, 2025 meeting. Are there any additions or corrections? I just saw one typo, Gay. Just Jamie's name is spelled wrong.
Oh, it's not J-A, okay,
It's just the M and the I.
gotcha.
Any other changes to the minutes? Do we have a motion to approve the minutes as presented? Well, as amended. All right, is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Next up, we have a citizens forum. Citizens are requested to keep their comments to 3 minutes. Are there any citizens that wish to address the council? Okay. Well, we need a couple minutes before our public hearing. So,
Want to have Karen come up?
yeah, Karen, why don't you come up?
Take your time.
So in recent weeks, they've had some issues at 105 North Liberty with homeless folks getting inside and sleeping in the laundry room. The residents have found them. It's kind of a security issue. So they've reached out. We worked with the police department. We put some no trespassing signs up. The problem with the current doors that we have on there is they're old, they're keyed doors. Not everybody has a key. And so they're looking to replace the 3 doors that are currently there with ADA compliant glass doors with digital codes, so the access is only given to those who have the codes. So I'm coming to you tonight to give you the cost, which you see the doors itself were $21,225 for 3 doors. The electrical piece, we just got the number for, was $1,522 to set up the digital locking systems for a total of $22,747. And would like to get your approval to make a capital purchase in this amount. And my thoughts are we can cover with the excess revenue that comes in. We usually bring in approximately $40,000 to $50,000 over expenses each year with the PWA from the county and the rent that we receive from the unit. So we're always on the up, and we haven't done a lot of capital work on the building except for the roof. And so I'm hoping we can use some of them overages and revenue that we've received in the past few years to cover the capital purchase
This
for the
feels
3
a
doors.
little like the cost of doing business to me. Go ahead.
I think, are there 3 doors, one on the front, one on the side, one on the back? Is that how?
So there's like one on the front right, but then there's also, the building is shorter here and up here, so there's 2 in the front and 1 in the back.
Okay,
And the one in the front is the biggest issue is the one in the front, but none of them lock great. The key, not having the keys, the doors are so old, like trying to replace the locks would have been an issue. We can't replace the current doors with any sort of digital locking. We have to replace the entire door to be ADA compliant.
so the current doors are all mechanical, none of them are electronic in any way?
Correct, absolutely, yep, they're all keyed. And so we were like, let's see if we can first just replace the lock with a digital lock, and that's not,
That's not,
no. The cheapest estimate that came in was the $21,225 for the 3 doors. Based on they're not, this, like sizing wise, they're not like a standard door, and so that was the cost. And and to make them ADA compliant, and then the electrical cost just set up the digital locking system. But this will ensure that those inside, they're in a safe environment. They feel like they're not having to worry about coming in with anybody that shouldn't belong in the building. I think it's kind of freaked a few people out. I think it would me too. One resident went into the laundry room and the person was sleeping in the laundry room. It kind of scared them. So they've had some issues. They've reached out, and on our end, we've tried to cover what we can, put some no trespassing signs up, worked with the police department to ensure that they could do the trespass complaint once we had the signs up. But ultimately, I think getting these doors will really make everybody feel safe, and the cost of doing business, like Ashley said, I think these doors are, gosh, the same doors that when they were a church, it's an older building, and so.
how many residents do we have there?
There is 10 or 11. It's 100 per unit, 11.
Well,
11.
wow.
Jamie, could I ask you, Freddie, finish?
Yeah.
A lot of people, I was with a group, they were shocked, and it's great, I'm glad we're doing this, and it's a cash cow, it looks like to me. But could you, 30 seconds, just explain to the public what 105 or what 105 North Liberty is?
Yeah, so 105 North Liberty is the building we purchased, 2016, right before I started. And it's a rental revenue property, so we have, used to be a couple businesses now, I think they're all residents. And they all pay their rent, monthly.
Okay,
We have a property management company that manages everything, and then I reconcile the account monthly and have all the revenues transferred to our account monthly based on the revenue that comes in and the expenses that he pays for landscaping, electric, and all those sorts of things. It generates more revenue than we spend on it annually, and the only capital we've done since I've been here on the building was last year's replacement of the roof.
The roof.
I thought there was an art appraisal or business or something there.
There
Yes.
used to be. Is it?
I
Oh,
think
they're
he is still there.
Okay.
I think he is still there.
Then that might be
Yeah.
the last remaining business that
Okay,
was
so
in
you're
there.
still there.
Yeah.
And this was a purchase, this was part of when the new courthouse was built. The county, as part of their site plan, was required to have so much parking, and they were not able to kind of do that throughout town. So it was an agreement between the town and the county. The town purchased this property, which will eventually, years down the road, become basically the extra parking for the new courthouse. So the county pays the town a fee every year as part of a public works agreement for this property.
And that fee is 20 years, 20 years of fees, plus so with the rent and the expenses, the rent itself still brings in more than what we spend on the building, and then the PWA money that comes in from the county is kind of what we use if we need to do repairs and such. We haven't had to. The roof was really bad last year, and so that was a major expense, but still has kept us in line with revenues have been better.
A real good investment, good for you all.
All right, do we have a motion to approve the purchase of the doors?
So moved.
I need you to give it a little
We'll
more.
read the whole thing. I make a motion to approve, this is assuming I can read, right? I make a motion to approve the purchase and installation of 3 security doors at 105 North Liberty Street for the total of $21,225 plus electrical bill.
Perfect. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you, ma'am.
Can I give you one quick
Yeah,
update,
please.
capital-wise? Kip wasn't here, but he wanted me to just inform you, he had $80,000 in his public works budget this year to purchase a vehicle. They are working on the purchase of a vehicle in the amount of $50,190.49.
Awesome.
And they're upfitting it with a plow and a bed liner. They will be under or very close to the $80,000. He just wanted me to give you an update. They're planning to get it next week.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Back, a quick question on automobiles. Are we looking into hybrids and electric automobiles? I mean, doesn't mean we have to purchase them, but we're at least looking into it. School buses, the big fad now is look at electrical school buses, environmentally sound, et cetera. Are we at least looking into this stuff?
We did a couple
Yeah.
years ago, and I don't know that I was I don't know if Karen was more involved in that than I was.
And it was a lot more we had looked at with the police vehicles and the issue, the cost of the vehicle itself was higher, and then the issues with replacement parts and such. It wasn't as beneficial at the time, and I think it's something that will be discussed in the future
At
again.
least they're looking into it.
Absolutely, yeah,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
All right, now we have a public hearing on ordinance 14-2025, which is amending chapter 54 ethics, and so we'll go through and do that hearing now. This is an ordinance of the town of Centreville, the town council of Centreville, to amend chapter 54 ethics of the code of the town of Centreville. I will now call on the town attorney to provide background on the ordinance.
So this is to bring us in compliance with a couple of updates that the state made to the ethics code, and we're really just following their, the language that they're requiring us to put into it. So that's what this does.
Okay. I will now call Gay Adams, town clerk, to present evidence of the published notice of the hearing.
This is to certify that the annex legal advertisement has been published and the publications and insertions below. Ordinance 14-2025 was published in the Bay Times Record Observer on November 14th, 2025.
Thank you. We will first hear from all those in favor of proposed ordinance 14-2025, and then from those opposed. Please keep comments to 3 minutes. You are welcome to provide written testimony to the council as well. Gay, if you could read the public comment guidelines. Carolyn knows them by heart if you need her.
Do you still know him, Carolyn?
Keep looking, Gay. Keep looking.
You know them. There's no way you don't know
Okay.
them.
I didn't have him ready, sorry.
Well, okay. I mean, do we need them if no one's here to comment?
Probably not unless, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so if no one's here to.
Yeah, we'll read them if somebody runs in here desperate to talk about this mandatory ethics legislation we have. All right, we will now hear from those in favor. Okay, and now those opposed? Okay, great. The Centreville Town Council will consider all comments received about this before considering. Do I hear a motion to adjourn this hearing?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I second.
Great. All in favor? Aye. All right, the hearing is adjourned. Okay. Next up, we have reports of boards and commissions. Maryland Municipal League, I have nothing. Council of Governments.
Oh, I got a couple things.
Do we need to,
What? Did I miss something?
so now we do, don't we? do
Oh, old business. We gotta go back. Right, I'm sorry, because
Oh,
we had already done the new
yes, you're
business.
right.
My bad. Old business, consideration of that ethics ordinance. Do we have any discussion or motion on ordinance 14-2025? Is there a motion
Make a motion to accept it,
to approve
Yes.
it? Okay.
to approve it, yes.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, as we do on ordinances, we'll take a roll call vote. Councilmember Bew? Okay.
Yes. Approved.
Councilmember
I'd
Huffer?
recommend,
Yes.
Yes. Council Vice
Affirm.
President Keel? Councilmember McNeil?
Yes.
Awesome. Great. Sorry about that, guys. When we go out of order, it's out of my brain as well. We will get the hang of it. Okay, sorry, Council of Governments. I know you have a lot of riveting updates.
Hold on. Sudlersville's having a Christmas parade December 6th. Town of Barclay are still working on funding for a new town hall. Church Hill, they demoed a trailer park at New Street and Green Street. They plan on building a new town hall and a new community center sometime. And June 6th, they will be celebrating their 150th anniversary. Queen Anne's County, they had a lot of hearings on this new pedestrian overpass on Ken Island. I don't know, they had like 4 locations they want to put it. New Board of Ed building is open. The old Board of Ed building is for sale for $1. They had
So, sorry, but there was.
Didn't Kibler say at the last meeting?
There was discussion at our last meeting, remember, they were talking about, so I'm confused.
It was part of the feasibility study for CMS, but the county's saying now it's for sale for $1?
that's what they said at council.
The school board and the county don't necessarily
Do the same.
Yeah,
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 have the same
Okay.
thoughts.
yes,
but the property is still in the hands of the Board of Ed. It actually has to be
Yes.
legally transferred
yes.
to the county, and that's discussion.
And November 20th, they had a development review at Ken Island Library to go over the process of a subdivision so the citizens understood it better. So, and they put a lot of videos out on Facebook, so you can go and look at them all you want.
Awesome.
And they're also working on a solid waste management plan, which is 95% complete. They're also Midshore Phase 2, they're working on that. They started the planning for that because it comes to Queen Anne's County in 2030. But they're
Right, that was
also-
after the delay last year.
Yes, they talked Caroline County into keeping it because they had the room for it, so they are keeping it till 2030.
And then are they still contemplating the spot right outside town?
They are contemplating it right now, but they are looking for other options. Is the best way to, that's what he said. They actually they sent letters out to short-term rental, people. I don't think that's it.
All right, great.
Yep, that's it.
Thank you. Economic development.
A few events. Last week, a few of us attended the ribbon cutting for a new primary care practice opening in town. I think that was very successful, and a lot of people very enthusiastic about that. Today, three of us, our town clerk and Councilmember Huffer and I attended a session with the Maryland Municipal League over in Annapolis from about 8:30 until after noon today. Some interesting presentations. The league presented a large, fairly extensive research study about how the different municipalities around the state are receiving funds, how they're spending their funds, how there's a deficit there. And yeah, so that was useful. Then they had a panel discussion with the mayor of Rockville, the town manager of Ocean City, and there's a woman who's the president of the American Water Company that is buying and offering to buy water and waste treatment systems from municipalities to reduce their costs, which is, it's an interesting concept. I know a little bit about that because of prior experience. You know, so I thought that was useful. So I think it was a good use of our time, you know, to attend that. Next week, we have the Boom Tracker event on Wednesday. I think 2 or 3 or more of us may be participating with that to understand more about what available resources or facilities may be available and to map that out, you know, throughout the community. So that's on next Wednesday. Also with the Boom Tracker event, that will hopefully give us opportunity to identify business owners and other qualified representatives to be on the CEDA program, the Centreville Economic Development Authority program. So once we have that data, I'm looking forward to launching more into a very targeted recruitment program to get the appropriate people interviewed and then reestablish the CETA program to help us move forward with that. There's also a January 8th Queen Anne's County Economic Outlook event at the Chesapeake College that myself and probably others may be attending that as well. So there's multiple events related to economic development that we're engaged with and looking forward to actually taking some action pretty soon, particularly after the first of the year, and particularly once we get the CETA board staffed and empower them to move forward with some real outcomes. So
Awesome. I really appreciate you taking that on.
Yeah, and then, but Chesapeake College, is there anything there as far as, did they want a representative from town council?
Yeah, that's on my report.
Very good,
Yeah.
okay, just checking.
Yep.
Thought there was something. Thank you.
All right, Parks Advisory Board.
Okay, Mike Whitehill and I met Monday, and the Parks Advisory Board met right before the Christmas tree lighting yesterday, kind of a rush meeting, but a good meeting. What they've asked me to do, one of the big shocks you learn is, a lot of people who live in Centreville don't know where Lawyers Row is. As weird as that sounds, they just travel, you know, they just don't know. They don't realize what a wonderful job a group of people, which other people will describe in more detail later, decorating some Christmas trees to create this holiday spirit. It's what they've asked me to do. We're gonna do this real quick. Let's show, real quick, you just flip through these as quick as you wanna go, okay? Go, there you go.
As quick as you want. Wow, a lot of power.
Yeah. All right, just a good visual. They spend a lot of time decorating different groups, and someone else will talk about that later. But just go ahead and flip it. You good?
He's trying.
Oh, okay.
Technical difficulties.
There you go. Just keep going, keep going. There you go. You can see what a good job they do. It really adds to Lawyers Row, creates a little bit of a festive spirit, and it's just nice. A lot of hard work, and just another way that your town's trying to brighten your life up a little bit. Heck of a good job. And they're gonna decide, I guess the winners and stuff will be announced by somebody else at some other time.
They will be announced tomorrow night at the Christmas parade.
Okay?
Yep.
No snow,
Holiday
right?
parade.
The holiday
Holiday
parade, thank you.
parade.
There you go. Now, here's a visual from last year. Big success last night. Everybody, gay or ever who in the heck was involved with this, okay? Biggest crowd I've ever seen.
That's an old picture though, right? The lights look a lot
Last
better
year,
this year.
The Grinch was not there this year. That's the guy in the red cap. The guy in the green, I don't know who the hell he is. But we had a wonderful time last night. But again, creating this Christmas atmosphere. And if we'll flip the next one, please. I'll go back, there you go. Here's a highlight of my week. If you've never seen anyone put up a town Christmas tree, it's a heck of a hard work. They not only put it up, it doesn't fall like mine does at my house every year, stands up straight, and it lights up the night of the event.
Yeah.
Okay? Other
Sound
than that,
delay.
Yeah,
Lights
a little
stay on.
delay, a
And
tiny
the lights
delay.
stay on too.
Don't tell anybody, they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't
There
know.
was a little delay.
Okay.
It's fine. We
Anyway,
did our
that's all
best.
I got. Move on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
great.
Right.
Planning Commission.
Yeah, we've had no meeting since our last meeting, so,
Oh,
no, it's just,
I'm used to really settling in for a Planning Commission report.
yeah, but I think we have enough, we have one next week, I think. so
Okay, awesome.
Coming up this month.
Great. Okay, reports of department heads, town manager.
The last meeting, I asked the council for approval to submit the LGEM grant, which is the Local Government Energy Modernization Grant, and that I would follow up with the final cost. So the final cost that we are asking for this grant is $235,000. And there is no cost share from Maryland Environmental Service for helping us with the grant. We originally thought that they were including something in there, but it's I think another grant. So I also wanted just to note that we received support letters from Maryland Department of the Environment for this grant, Queen Anne's County Commissioners, as well as our District 36 delegation. Were all submitted with this
Nice.
grant. And I just want to give a really quick thank you to Janelle Turner, our program manager, and Tanya Wright, our grants
Right.
manager, it was a lot of work that they put into this grant. So it is submitted, and we will keep our fingers crossed.
Fantastic.
Just great tree lighting last night, looking forward to the parade tomorrow, and the January 8th, Queen Anne's County State of the County event, which is Thursday, January 8th. They will be having a panel discussion on community voices, focused perspectives from North Queen Anne's, Mid-County, and Kent Island, and local leaders, presentation, regional specific economic development challenges and opportunities. So they're asking for an elected official or town manager to participate in a panel during the State of the County event. So and the panel is set for 45 minutes, and the event starts at 8 a.m. that morning. So,
All right, we'll figure that out.
yeah. And one last thing I wanted to say, Peter, our new zoning administrator, developed these door hangers for our trailers, that they are, when they see a trailer on the street, we're putting it on a door.
Very nice.
It's got a QR code to our chapter, and then on the back, it talks about what the fines are.
Oh, wonderful.
And asking just initially if you can have the trailer moved by a certain time, and then if you don't, then this is what's gonna happen.
What a great
So,
tool.
yeah, so I thought it was pretty cool. He also developed one for snow removal as well.
Amazing.
That we'll use when,
Yeah.
for sidewalks and stuff, so.
He also
I thought it was pretty
created,
cool.
he also created the flyer for Facebook and Instagram.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
do one for abandoned vehicles too?
Probably. So, we were pretty.
That's
pretty-
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
pretty stoked
wonderful.
about that. So I just wanted to show, it was on the back door and my office door this morning when I came in. So I said, I will take it when I go tonight and just show the council. So that's all I
Pay that
have.
fine.
Fantastic.
Pay the
All right.
fine.
Chief of Police.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I have nothing new for the council this evening. However, I wanted to touch on a couple of things. One, I love the door hanger idea. When he brought it to us, I thought it was outstanding, did a wonderful job with that.
Yeah.
Two, the town manager mentioned our holiday parade that is kicking off tomorrow. It is starting promptly at 6:30 PM. The roads will be shut down in the area at 6:15 PM is typically when we do it, about 15 minutes prior to. So I would ask anybody that's watching or that plans to attend, be mindful that there will be law enforcement officials in the area helping direct traffic. They're there for your safety. Please be mindful and do as you're told. Things will go much more smooth.
I try to always, do some told by law enforcement.
Yes.
general.
But,
Try. I mean, no promises, but I do my best.
so we're looking forward to that tomorrow night.
Awesome.
Did,
Thank you for all you're going to do. you always do. It was great to see your
Yes.
officers out at the tree lighting last night and just really
Huge
know
event.
that the parade is a
So
heavy
many people
lift.
there.
Tell them to dress warm too. 'cause it'll be
Oh,
cold
it's
tomorrow.
cold.
Yes.
Uh,
So, oh,
One question. Did the state put message boards out this year for the road closure?
They will
they
be.
did. Matter of fact, prior to the meeting tonight, I went and checked on them. They're on the
Okay.
north and south end of
All right,
town.
I didn't see
I
it,
haven't
okay.
checked 3 or 4 yet, but they
Okay.
typically put one out by 3 or 4, but I
we'll
will
just
check
check
that.
it. I haven't
Usually,
seen
usually
them.
by,
Be about the middle school, I think?
Yeah.
Somewhere in that
Yeah.
area.
yeah, Rolling Bridge, right
Okay.
around there, yeah.
But the 2 north and south of town are up.
Okay.
They are correct. We had ours on standby just in case they
Okay.
didn't have them out.
Chief,
So,
let me just ask you, for the people watching,
yes.
it's not gonna snow tomorrow night, but if it did snow, when will the public be alerted the parade is called off?
2 o'clock, that's a gay question, really. 2
Yeah,
o'clock, but it's not
2
gonna happen, Fred.
Nope, not
Come
gonna
on,
happen.
man.
So we're praying for really good weather.
Umbrellas?
I would
But-
love a few little flurries during
Right,
the
just feel like a
parade.
Hallmark movie out there.
Yes, yeah.
So council president is correct. 2 PM, we'll have an announcement one way or another as to whether we're going to proceed. I don't think the weather, just looking at it tonight prior to the meeting, I think it'll be good. I think we'll have a wonderful time either way.
It'll be cool.
That's why we
Don't
make hat and
jinx us
gloves.
like that.
So,
All right, any other questions for the chief? Appreciate you being
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you.
no problem.
Okay, town attorney.
I have nothing.
Just
you
what,
sure?
just what she was asked to say. All right, finance officer has left, no director of public works, no, okay, town clerk.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Just a few things. First, on the town of Main Street, Carol has asked me to ask for the proposed date for the Maryland Crafted event to be Saturday, June 13th, from noon to 5. She just wanted to be able to do a save the date in January of 2026 to proceed. And I just wanted to get your approval for that date, make sure that's okay.
It was what day? June
June
13th?
13th.
So is that Father's Day weekend again, or moving, or keeping it where it was last year? I just don't even know.
Moves it up a little.
I
It's
can
a
double
week
check. I'm just
before
curious.
Father's Day. Father's Day weekend is.
So it's
the-
same as this past
Father's
year?
Day's
Yeah,
21st.
it's the week
Yep.
prior.
Okay, so we need a motion to,
I don't think
I
so,
don't
but I
know.
think she's also asking for road closures and the waiver of the liquor.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So- and
They want to
that's
save the
usually-
date. Secure street closure permissions for Lawyers Row and Broadway and waiving Chapter 7, Article 1, Section 7.2A of the Code of Town of Centreville to allow consumption of alcoholic beverages.
so for those of you that are new up here, we typically do this. When I first started on the council, she'd bring it to us in like May, after tickets have been sold. It didn't really make any sense. What choice do we have? We backed it up to February. I appreciate this further backup to give longer ramp to promote the event. So if we have a motion to allow for all those things that Gay
Make a
said.
motion to allow all of them.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, appreciate her getting a head start on this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She said she's already received a couple vendors who are reaching out about the
Great.
event already, so she said, I just.
The
wanted-
change in format last year was really good, and I know we're gonna have some growing pains with the changes of the name and the change of format, but I heard lots of positive things from vendors about having it mixed between alcohol and other vendors. So
Better
hopefully,
flow.
people come up.
Yes. And then a reminder for the town of Centreville, with the parade tomorrow, I do not expect this parade to be canceled.
It would be postponed, if anything.
That's correct, postponed to December 12th.
What is the rain date?
So, but
12.
Yeah.
there will only be an announcement if the parade is canceled. If you hear nothing, the parade is on. Only if, so.
Good news.
Right, no news is good news. And then, just real quick, in your packets, you saw 2 items. One is the proposal for the 2026 Centerville Main Street project scope to do another market analysis. And the timeline for this, it takes about 4 months, and I did confirm that we're gonna start in January 2026. And when the project concludes, they will come to town council and present their findings in May.
What's the funding requirement for that?
Last budget session, was it this budget session?
She received a grant.
Grant for it, right?
From Maryland Main Street.
Mhm, Maryland Main Street,
Not coming out of our budget?
No.
Okay,
No.
good.
no.
Awesome.
But just wanted to give you that timeline
good.
for as we plan with CETA and other things, you know, that new analysis will be presented in May of 2026. And then to the report, I'm just doing a report from the last market analysis we had was in 2015. That was done by JSC Group, and it's a consulting firm that specializes in downtown revitalization, economic development, and community planning. They had several recommendations for the town of Centreville, and what has kind of been set out here was what they recommended and then what we have done. I'd just like to highlight, if that's okay, some of the things. One of the ones is what you noticed last night was Courthouse Square, where more people are doing events there, kind of the center of the town, and it brings people together. So more communities, like the Arts Council and people, are using the square for events. So that is a great progress, continued progress there. They also, the study, recommended that we improve our signage in the area. And this program is finally coming to fruition near the end. The 41 signs have been approved. Now they're looking at the design of them to approve the design of these signs. Once that is done, we hope to have them in place the spring of 2026. And these are just different signs to...
Wayfinding signs.
Yes, wayfinding signs. So inventory and promote existing events. We currently are getting better there. Obviously, Facebook has been a huge help here. But our website, between our main website and Main Street, we are advertising the events that are happening through the town. As we have the opportunity, especially with the band shell and the wharf changes and some other, things happening in the town coming on board, we do expect that they'll probably have an opportunity for more events, not only for the town, but other groups in the town as well. So I'm looking forward to the wharf, because that'll be a really great area.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, Fred, as
Yeah.
far as just, because that has to have a focus by itself, to kind of think about what does that look like, so that asset for the town is really utilized to its capacity, because there's a lot of things that could happen to bring community together there, plays, bands, different things. So I really think a thoughtful process needs to be thought about once that is done. And I don't know if there's any update on that, but it'll probably be after the end of the year when they plan to start construction. I think that's still kind of not known yet, whether it's going to start in the winter or when. But yeah, that's a really important thing the town is doing, and we need to be very thoughtful with it.
Yep.
And then along with that, it was create more events. So i.e. the Maryland Makers event was created out of that report. And then again, the wharf will have the opportunity to create more events. And then just the town knowing that, like the Arts Council and other members of our town that can do such events, that we can partner with them, to create a great atmosphere for the town and for people to do things and to come here, to partner here. Number 5 was to recruit new restaurants to the downtown area. So we made great success there. Of course, this is since 2015, so some have come and some have gone. And so, the Alibi was, was new. There was the, what was this? The station had come in and it's gone, and now it's Uno Mas. We've had some changes, and we're just looking forward to hopefully getting 2 new ones soon with those 2 properties. We shall see, to be determined.
Yeah.
And the final, I believe it's no, it's not. So, recruit retail business. This progress, we have created some new businesses into the town, but it is still something the town needs to look at and focus on. And we welcome CETA's recommendations or what the group decides to help us with that. The boom tracker will help with that also. Giving us a really crystal clear idea of what's available in our town. Increase downtown residential density. We have done that. We have added some additional apartments, and we do expect that on the hill, even though it's a little outside, the new Hillside Liquors with the apartments above, and then there's another project located on
North Commerce.
Yes, North Commerce, that will have office space on the first floor, 1 handicapped accessible apartment, 2 apartments on the second, and 2 on the third.
Yeah, and they've broken ground, right? Something's going on there.
Yeah.
There's activity happening.
Foundation.
Yeah, yeah.
The analysis also wanted us to become more college-focused and engaged with Chesapeake College. And how we've done that is we have partnered with them for college fairs and, you know, for recruitment. We got, you know, our intern last year. And so we have some ideas to work with the college on civic issues going forward, especially with getting some of the programs with QAC, kind of connecting everybody all together and doing something in the town for them as well.
Yeah,
And-
can I stick with number 9? Yeah,
Sure.
Engage with the
Sure.
Chesapeake College. The last sentence, it says additional partnership opportunities, which you've talked about. We used to, Dr. Coppersmith, the president of the college, spoke, he likes to get engaged with small towns. He said, hey, why not offer some courses at the library? You know how we have dual enrollment at the high school, where high school kids can take courses at Chesapeake College. Why not the possibility of bringing some of Chesapeake College to Centreville? The idea of offering classes, say at a library on a Tuesday night, English 101, or something like that. Or even yoga, doesn't matter what it is, but the point is, as you engage them, sounds like he might be open to leaving the campus, whether it's done, you know, through the computer or live instructions. It'd be a nice way to engage and make it easy on a Tuesday night to take a 3-credit course and whatever.
That's a great idea.
That was said by the old director of adult education for Chesapeake College. I apologize.
That's a good idea.
All right.
And then quickly, cooperatively market with Chestertown. Now, this hasn't been done formally, no formal marketing alliances, but we are having a meeting after the Booms Tracker because the Main Street manager will be here with us that day, so we're going to revisit and start those talks with her.
Great.
And try to get a meeting with her in the Kent County Economic and Tourism Development Department and explore collaboration, including marketing and cross-promotion, so
That's awesome.
we'll be working on that.
Yeah, I think that Booms Tracker is gonna like be a really
That's
good
eye-opener.
networking as well as collecting information. But I'm
Yes.
hopeful a lot of networking will happen during
We're
that
gonna
day.
have great visitors to our town, so I'm looking forward to doing this project and then networking with them at lunch afterwards and, you know, picking their brains on
Great.
what they do.
Well, this is a great report. Thank you for putting this together. I think, you know, as far as just kind of what's been done. I think it's always good to reflect about what has been done and then, again, things to do in the future. So thank you for doing that.
It'll give CETA a great place to start.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Great to see outcomes.
Yeah. All right, we'll now have our second citizens forum. Any citizens that wish to address the council? Okay. Council roundtable, Council Vice President Keel.
I have a couple of things. I got a lot of interest in the mill building again.
Yes.
And people keep asking, the best thing I can say, it's a work in progress, and we're still working on the building. It's not gonna stay like it is. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have sent an email and 2 letters recently, most recently, because there were things that were supposed to be done that have not been
Right.
done. So he is been asked to, or told that he either needs to bring it up to code or he has to finish demolishing.
Okay.
So
And-
that it cannot stay that way.
Yeah, and I just want to commend town staff for working with him and working through it. I think we all want to see that situation continue to improve, but it's a delicate balance of working with the property owner rather than getting ourselves in a situation where we have to do the work ourselves and put a lien on the property, which will then take years to get our money back. And so I think we're doing the right thing by working with him, but we still have the tool in our toolbox if he doesn't cooperate to do it ourselves. And so the public can trust that it's not going to stay like that.
Right.
But we are doing what we can to be
Thank you.
cooperative with the property owner, and I think anyone would want that were they the owner of the property.
Yes.
So thank you for all you're doing, Carolyn, because I know it's not been
Yes,
fun.
thank you.
Is there a time frame that was presented to him to make progress?
now I'm trying to remember. I don't know that
Originally, yes. but-
Originally, yes.
We can get the full letter that was sent to him to the whole council.
Yeah, I can send it, I don't know that I actually had I don't know if Sharon remembers, she reviewed it before I sent it out.
Yeah, I'm getting ready, I'm trying to pull it up
I
to
don't
see if
know that
can
I
find
actually
it.
had a date on there, but that he needed to contact us, but, and I can forward the letter to you.
Thank you. Anything else?
Oh, yes, Dr. Kibler was in here last meeting, and about meeting with a council person once a month.
Yeah. I'd like to do that.
I would also like to do it,
Let's
so.
both go to the first one and then we'll go from
Okay,
there.
so I guess we will have to get a hold of him
Yeah.
and schedule it.
I've been emailing with him some this week, so I'll
Okay.
reach out.
Okay, so whenever you
Okay?
get a date, yep, that's all.
Okay.
Oh, one more thing. And one more thing. Get another complaint about abandoned vehicles, that's why I brought it up. This person said this vehicle was supposed to be moved a month ago, and it's still sitting there. And it's on Homewood Avenue, and it's right by the
We
elementary
know,
school.
I know which one,
Yes,
yes.
and it's been sitting there, I can tell you it's probably been sitting there, I know, for at least 8 years. At least. And all the other stuff that's sitting there that's not tagged, so.
Code enforcement's working on that situation, yes?
Yes, yes.
So, I mean, we need to start pushing,
Finding.
yes, I think, yes. So that's it, that's all.
All right, Councilmember Bew.
I just have one item, and I want to consult with our town attorney for this suggestion, and that is, we have so many long-term strategy things, whether it's wastewater treatment or other kind of projects that we're seriously tackling, and we've got a lot of budget issues that every 2 weeks I go through all the financials with Ashley down at the finance department, and I have questions about that, and I am suggesting that we, and I assume it's maybe been done before, I know a lot of communities will do this, where there is a retreat of our council to have an opportunity, you know, to have some real detailed discussions about strategy and how we can best plan to go forward and not be constrained in a kind of an artificial environment, but to really have some meaningful discussion. And
We can do that, right? You and I have talked about that before, too. We can do it, right?
I mean, I think,
It's under
depending on the
laws, it has
topics,
to be open to the public.
yeah, it has to be an open meeting still, but you can certainly do something more informal than having a
Right, and
meeting here.
Right.
Right, yeah, because I think it's, I mean, I've done some research on it when we were talking about it, that it has to be a very defined kind of agenda, it's strategic looking, it's not to approve anything, it's just really about
Yeah.
strategy planning and keeping that agenda only on that, you know, so, you know, we're in compliance, so I think it's
Can we
just
work on
important.
getting some things scheduled?
Yeah, I think that, because I think we would need to do that, because when do we get, like, in the budget?
April.
Okay, so as far as just kind of in.
March, April. April.
I think it
Presented
is,
to us in March, we start really working on it in April.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I would think we would want to have this, I know we're not on a calendar year, we're on a fiscal year, but, you know, we can always change our timing on this as we
Yeah, in
kinda
the
get
first
to a
quarter, I would
groove.
say.
But yeah, no, I think March might be, like, maybe like in the dead, you know, February or something, if it's possible, because people are less busy, and then when spring comes, and.
It's when I'm most busy, but yeah, normal people
When-
are less
when is
busy.
that? Sorry,
It's
you're-
every legislative session in the country.
Okay,
But,
so during that.
but we can work it out as long as I know when it is.
Works, yeah, for you, yeah. So I just think it might be good, but I think, I totally agree with that, and I think too, for me, and again, when we talk about agenda, if it's appropriate or not, as far as just kind of what, like this past, again, I'm on a calendar year, even though I know we're fiscal year, but what if some of the things that have been done in the prior calendar year? Like, what are some of the, you know, positive things that we did, milestone things, not like every, you know, but just what, looking back in the last calendar year, what are some of the big things that actually the council has done or the town has done that have moved things forward? I think that's really important to reflect on the achievements that have happened, and then where do we want to go, and what are the kind of the key things that we need to focus on going forward, and what's that timeline for us to have that introduced to, town council. So we have a timeline, so we're not scrambling towards the latter part of the year. So I think it's a great recommendation.
And I'm not suggesting a 5-day retreat in Bermuda. or
Yeah.
something.
Why?
Why?
A day at a wharf.
Did I mention,
Day at the wharf.
did I mention I pay attention to our financials and debt, and I'm worried about that, just what our debt is and how much we spend, but, so I don't know how we facilitate that or move forward with that.
Yeah, well,
We can,
we
we'll
can
get
coordinate
it
and we'll
scheduled.
figure it out.
We can get it
Okay.
scheduled.
Anything else?
That's all I
Councilmember
have.
View. Councilmember McNeil.
Okay, bunch of thank yous. First, Gay, super job last night. Everyone was involved, okay, with the tree lighting.
Yeah,
Best
really
I've
good.
ever seen in Centreville. Packed. Chief must have made his salary last night, right, with all the people, right? He did a terrific job, okay? And Carolyn, look, I want to say this. You know I bug you every Monday morning, my list of 6 questions.
Is it only Mondays?
No, Monday through Friday, all right?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it usually is more than Mondays. But it's important for the public to understand. First of all, if I make an inquiry, I call it the man or woman on the street, right, and I'm stopped, I usually get an answer in 24 hours, right, that I can explain to the people. Public doesn't see that, right? And the mill question, the abandoned car questions, everyone has to learn patience. There are laws, and we're told we have to take steps, incremental steps. No one's more impatient than me with the abandoned cars in the mills. The mill is a total disaster, but we have to go by the rules of the road. And I appreciate your work on that. The public doesn't know all that's going on, okay, so I appreciate that, and that's real important. And if I just finish up, Fred, I agree. I'm beginning to be asked questions on the wastewater treatment, so I think I have to learn so we can explain it to the public, because now I'm just simply saying, we trust our staff, they'll make the right decisions and lead us to the right decisions, but we have to know some particulars, in my opinion, so I agree with you 100%. Thank you.
Okay. Councilmember Hopper.
Yeah, just one thing, I went to Washington College this week, and Peter also, Flint, was there as well. It was really good. It was about zoning, so, and the keynote speaker was Sarah Bronin, and the key to the city, and about how zoning is really kind of the most significant regulatory power you can have in your municipalities, and something you really need to focus on, because your zoning really determines like how you experience your town, your city, and what you want your community to be. So I thought it was really good, and she spoke about, I think she grew up, she's been in Houston. In Houston, I found this fascinating but not surprising. In Houston, like, it's the only large city in the United States without zoning. So Houston is this vast, sprawl with flooding issues, et cetera, I can go on. But, it's just zoning is such an important thing that I thought it was a very useful of time that we spent together. And I really, Peter, I really looking forward to working with him. I think he's been, a great asset, just with the small things you've talked, but they're not small. The small things matter. I
Right.
think that's really important. These small things really, help our town. And so I think, and he's always percolating things about, what's coming up as it relates to planning. So I think it was a good use of time, so.
Awesome. All right, I just have a couple things. One, I want to echo the thank you to the town staff. Last night was the best attended tree lighting I've ever been to. It was really great, and we're just going to blame Zebby for the tree not lighting. He's who flipped the switch, the tree didn't light, so it's got to be his fault. But it was awesome, and the tree looks beautiful, and so I do want to thank Hammond Smith Lighting and United Rentals who helped us get the tree looking that good. Not that our public works guys didn't always do their best, but it did used to look like someone sort of like sneezed near a box of lights, and they ended up where they were on the tree. It looks absolutely stunning this year. We've mentioned it several times. The parade is tomorrow. The parade is going to be tomorrow. You're not going to see an announcement because the parade is going to be tomorrow. Looking forward to it. I love just the whole feeling of the town during the parade, and thank you to the town staff and the volunteers. We have volunteers that do a ton of work to get that parade lineup done, to make sure it goes off without any issues. And so thank you for all the work that's been done, and then thank you in advance, particularly you, Chief, and your team for what will be done tomorrow. We don't have another meeting this month. On December 20th, which is a Saturday, we will have our official town menorah lighting. The menorah will be lit every night of Hanukkah as appropriate, but we will celebrate Hanukkah as a community on December 20th at 4:45. There will be dreidels and gelt and jelly donuts and a children's story, and I'm probably going to allow my 5-year-old to sing Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, so that's there to look forward to. But the menorah lighting should be good. I've been impressed at how many people email us, grateful for the menorah and comment on the menorah, and so I think it's been a great addition to our community that former council member Johnson proposed and had us buy, and so just, you know, enduring appreciation for him in that effort to have a more inclusive holiday season here in the town. But that is all I have. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay.